The precision trap. You've been told specificity is power. Write it down exactly. Visualize every detail. The car model, the salary number, the exact person. But what if hyper-specific desires are why you're stuck? Meet Jennifer, 32 years old, manifesting a relationship. She writes her list with surgical precision. 6'2", marketing executive, drives luxury car, loves hiking, vegetarian, reads philosophy. Week 1 feels focused, intentional, powerful. Month 1 arrives. She meets someone at a networking event. 5'11", sales director, drives sedan, height wrong, job title doesn't match. She passes. Month 2, coffee date with friend's colleague. 6'1", marketing manager, not executive level, close but not exact. She declines second date. Month 3, another introduction. Checks most boxes. Perfect on paper. She pursues it. Month 4, the relationship feels hollow. All the specifics matched. Zero depth. They break up week 6. Month 7 hits different. Coffee shop encounter. Genuine conversation. Connection immediate. She almost walks away. He's in finance, not marketing. Wrong industry. Doesn't match her vision. Something makes her stay. Week 2 after coffee shop. She realizes her list focused on surface markers, not core values. Height told her nothing about emotional availability. Job title revealed nothing about growth mindset. Car choice predicted nothing about communication style. She shifts. New focus. Emotionally available, growth-minded, communicates directly. 3 weeks later, the relationship deepens. All core values present. None of the specific details matched. Timeline. 8 months total. 6 wasted on wrong specificity. Relationship thrives when she focuses on essence over details. Here's what University of Virginia researchers discovered tracking goal achievement. People with overly rigid criteria reduced recognition of suitable alternatives by 62%. Studies on flexible goal pursuit published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found participants practicing essence-based goals succeeded at rates 3 times higher than those fixated on specific details. Why? Because the brain's reticular activating system, your attention filter, eliminates options not matching exact parameters. What psychologists call cognitive rigidity, the brain's tendency to filter out information not matching predetermined specifications. Here's what people miss. Specificity about form blocks, recognition of essence. The details you obsess over height, title, income, number, are packaging. The core you actually need, values, compatibility, function, can arrive in infinite forms. Your conscious mind doesn't know the best path. That's not the universe withholding. That's your brain creating opportunity blindness through excessive specificity. When you distinguish between core essence and surface details, you expand recognition. Focus on what matters. The feeling, the function, the values. Stay flexible on how it arrives. Your desire's essence can show up in forms you never imagined. Stop filtering for packaging. Start recognizing substance. The action addiction. Month 2. You're hustling harder than ever. 10 applications daily. Networking constantly. Following every strategy. But results aren't matching effort. What if your frantic action is the exact thing blocking breakthrough? Meet Michael. Building freelance business. Obsessed with more action. Posting 5 times daily. Reaching out to 50 prospects weekly. Attending every networking event. Zero margin. Zero rest. Pure momentum. Months 1 through 3 pass. Exhausting schedule maintained. His content quality declining. Generic. Rushed. His outreach feels desperate. Copy-paste messages. His networking connections stay superficial. Brief exchanges. No depth. Month 4 arrives. Burnout approaching. Still posting. Still reaching out. Revenue. Minimal. He reads manifestation advice. Trust and let go. Feels impossible. His identity is hustler. If he stops moving, he's failing. Month 5, forced break. Exhaustion wins. 3 days off. Week 1 of break. Guilt overwhelming. Should be working. Week 2. Rest continuing. Day 10. Unexpected email arrives. Previous connection from month 2 circled back. Didn't follow up then. Needed time to get budget approved. Ready now. Month 6 after break. Second opportunity surfaces. Client he spoke with month 3. His pitch was good. Timing wasn't right then. Company just got funding. Timeline finally aligned. He lands both projects. Something clicks. His desperation energy repelled people. Constant action prevented processing. Strategy refinement, relationship deepening. Rest wasn't passive, was space for previous seeds to grow. Timeline, 6 months. First 3 months, frantic action, minimal results. Month 4 through 5, burnout and forced rest. Month 6, opportunities from earlier efforts materialize. Work done months ago finally converts. Here's what MIT researchers discovered studying the incubation effect. Breaks after focused work improve problem-solving by 43%. Research published in Psychological Science found excessive activity without recovery cycles triggers decision fatigue, reducing judgment quality by 37%. Neuroscience shows your default mode network requires rest periods for insight generation and pattern recognition. What psychologists call the incubation effect. When your subconscious continues processing problems during rest, often producing breakthrough insights your conscious grinding never reached. Here's what people miss. Action creates seeds. Results require germination time. Constant action prevents processing, integration, and natural timing alignment. Your previous work continues working beneath awareness. Rest isn't laziness. It's when your subconscious arranges pieces. That's not trusting the universe. That's understanding neuroscience requires rest for breakthrough insights and allowing previous efforts time to compound. Strategic action beats frantic action. Plant seeds through focused efforts, then create space for integration. Your brain needs rest to connect dots. Balance doing with allowing. The seeds you planted are growing. Give them room. The identity leap. I am a 6-figure earner. I am in perfect health. I am living my dream life. You're staring in the mirror saying words that feel completely false. What if identity affirmations are working backwards? Meet David, software developer, earning $45,000 annually. Reads manifestation advice. Affirm your desired identity. He stands at his mirror. I am a millionaire, he says daily. Feels increasingly fraudulent. Months 1 through 2 pass. Morning affirmations continue. I am wealthy beyond measure. His brain immediately counters. Bank balance, $4,000. Credit card debt, $8,000. Week 3. The affirmations start triggering anxiety instead of motivation. His chest tightens, saying the words. Month 3. He researches cognitive dissonance. Discovers why affirmations backfire. His anterior cingulate cortex brain region detecting mismatches activates every time he makes false statements about himself. His brain knows he's not a millionaire. The gap creates psychological pain, not progress. Month 4. Shifts approach completely. Instead of identity leaps, uses evidence-based progression. I earned $45,000 last year. I'm learning skills to increase income. I'm taking one action today toward higher earnings. Week 2. The statement feels true. Brain doesn't reject it. Relief floods his system. Month 5. Completes cloud computing certification. Updates affirmation. I have skills worth $60,000. I'm applying to positions at this level. Month 8. Lands role at $62,000. Updates identity statement to match reality. Month 12. Side project generating additional income. Now affirming $75,000 total earnings. True statement. His brain accepts it. Timeline. 12 months. First 3 months. Affirmations creating psychological distress. Months 4 through 12. Evidence-based identity building. Income increased from $45,000 to $75,000 through believable bridges, not delusional leaps. Here's what University of Waterloo researchers discovered. People with low self-esteem using positive affirmations felt worse, not better. Studies published in Psychological Science found affirmations contradicting current reality by large margins activated the anterior cingulate cortex, triggering self-criticism instead of motivation. Research on identity formation demonstrates identity evolution through evidence accumulation increases goal achievement by 67% compared to aspirational declarations. What psychologists call cognitive dissonance, the mental distress created when beliefs dramatically contradict lived reality and observable evidence. Here's what people miss. Your brain has sophisticated truth detection systems. Giant identity leaps trigger skepticism and self-criticism. Identity evolves through evidence bridges, small true statements building toward larger ones. Each verified step updates your self-concept authentically. That's not building new identity. That's triggering your brain's fraud detection system, creating psychological resistance instead of momentum. Build identity through evidence bridges. Start with true statements about current skills and efforts. Each achievement updates your identity authentically. Your brain accepts gradual evolution it can verify. True confidence compounds from real progress, not fabricated declarations. Bridge the gap with proof. The strategy hopping. Week 6 of visualization. Nothing yet. You read about scripting. Switch to that. 3 weeks later, try affirmations, then frequency work, then different technique entirely. What if method hopping is why nothing's working? Meet Tom, entrepreneur trying manifestation techniques. Week 1 through 4. Daily visualization. 15 minutes. Morning and night. Week 5. He reads post about scripting. This sounds better. Switches completely. Abandons visualization. Week 8. Discovers subliminal audio. New approach. Drops scripting entirely. Month 3 arrives. He's trying 5th different method. Each switch means starting over. Zero momentum. No technique gets sufficient time. Month 4. Watches video about letting go. Maybe he's forcing. Stops all methods completely. Surrender, the guru said. Month 5. New guru promoting different approach. He starts again. Fresh beginning. Month 6. Realization hits. He's been manifesting for 6 months. Zero consistency. Each method abandoned before potential results. He learns about compound effect. Makes decision. Chooses one approach. Daily visualization plus consistent action. Commits regardless of doubt. Month 7. Continues same method. Doubt appears. Temptation to switch. He stays. Month 8. Still same approach. Small signs appearing. Synchronicities increasing. Nothing major yet. Month 10. Breakthrough arrives. Major opportunity materializes. Not from technique being magic, from consistency allowing compound effect to work. Timeline. 10 months total. First 6 months, technique hopping, 0 results. Months 7 through 10. Single method consistency producing breakthrough. Each previous switch reset his progress to 0. 6 months of effort equaled 0 months of actual momentum. Here's what research reveals. Studies on habit formation published in the European Journal of Social Psychology found new behaviors require 66 days average for automaticity. Research tracking goal achievement demonstrates consistent practice, produces results regardless of specific method variations. The consistency matters more than the technique. Neuroscience on neural pathway formation shows your brain requires repetition over time, not technique variety. What psychologists call the compound effect. When sustained effort in single direction produces exponential returns that method switching prevents by constantly resetting progress to 0. Here's what people miss. Most techniques work if applied consistently. Switching prevents compound effect from activating. Your brain needs repetition to wire new patterns. Each switch resets neural pathway formation. Shiny object syndrome, disguised as optimization, that's not finding the right method. That's preventing any method from working by never giving it sufficient time to compound. Choose one reality-based approach. Commit 12 weeks minimum. Track progress daily. Let compound effect work. Consistency in decent strategy beats perfect strategy with inconsistency. Your brain needs repetition to rewire. Give your chosen method time. The invisible accumulation. Month 8. Your bank account. Unchanged. Your relationship status. Same. The opportunity. Still invisible. From every measurable angle, you've failed. But what if everything necessary is accumulating beneath the surface? Meet Lisa. Building writing career. Months 1 through 9. Writing daily, pitching consistently, building portfolio, publishing smaller pieces, networking with editors, refining craft. No major publication acceptance. Friends start questioning. When are you getting a real job? Month 6 arrives. She considers quitting. Bank account shrinking. No visible progress. Freelance income. Minimal. Month 7. She reads about bamboo. 5 years underground, showing nothing. Then 90 feet in 6 weeks. Biology, not magic. She decides to continue. Month 9. Still no major wins. But something's different. Writing, improving invisibly. Voice strengthening. Network expanding quietly. Skills sharpening unseen. Editors remembering her name. Connections deepening gradually. All invisible metrics. Month 10. First major publication accepts pitch. The editor? She met him month 4. Connection took 6 months to materialize into opportunity. Month 11. Second major win. Different editor remembers piece from month 5. Reaches out. Timing finally right for collaboration. Month 12. Third opportunity surfaces. Previous work creating referrals. Invisible foundation now producing visible results. She reviews her timeline. Months 1 through 9 weren't wasted. Were foundation, skills developed incrementally, relationships formed gradually, portfolio built systematically, credibility established invisibly. All invisible until threshold crossed. Timeline. 12 months total. Months 1 through 9. Invisible accumulation, building, foundation. Months 10 through 12. Exponential visible results. Foundation built in invisibility enabled sudden breakthrough. Her work was always working beneath the surface. Here's what research reveals. Studies tracking startup success found average of 6.7 years in visible work before breakthrough visibility. Research on skill acquisition published in Psychological Review demonstrates plateau periods, extended phases showing minimal progress before exponential improvement phases. Neuroscience on learning curves shows non-linear returns. Effort accumulating invisibly until critical mass triggers rapid capability emergence. What psychologists call the compound effect, when consistent inputs produce minimal visible outputs initially, then generate exponential returns after crossing invisible thresholds. Here's what people miss. Visible success compresses invisible preparation in retrospect. Your effort is accumulating beneath surface measurements. Foundation must be built before structure can rise. Invisible doesn't mean ineffective. Means not yet visible. That's not nothing happening. That's everything happening beneath visibility, building foundation strong enough for exponential growth you'll see soon. Trust invisible accumulation. Your consistent efforts are compounding beneath the surface. Skills sharpening, connections forming, foundation strengthening. Breakthrough appears sudden but results from accumulated work. Keep building. The invisible becomes visible at threshold moments. The integration point. So you understand precision trap, action addiction, identity leaps, strategy hopping, and invisible accumulation. But knowing stages doesn't create results. What actually turns desire into reality? Meet Maria. Synthesizing everything learned. Goal. Transition from corporate to entrepreneurship. Applies integrated approach from day 1. Month 1. She defines core essence without rigid specifics. Freedom, impact, creative control. Doesn't specify exact business model or revenue number. Just essence. Balances strategic action with rest periods. Works intensely 3 days. Rests 2 days. Uses evidence-based identity statements. I have skills valuable to businesses. I'm taking 1 step today. Month 3 arrives. Commits to single approach. Daily skill building plus consistent networking. Doesn't switch methods when doubt appears. Trusts the process even when nothing visible happens. Month 5. No visible breakthrough yet. Trusts invisible accumulation, continues building systematically. Month 7. First client appears. From connection made month 3. Timing finally aligned. Her patience allowed relationship to develop naturally. Month 8. Second opportunity surfaces. From relationship built month 2. Foundation materializing visibly now. Month 10. Revenue matches corporate salary. Transition complete. Not from magic, from integrated understanding. Timeline. 10 months. Her integrated approach worked synergistically. Essence focus without rigid specifics allowed unexpected opportunities. Action rest balance prevented burnout. Evidence-based identity evolved naturally. Method consistency allowed compound effect. Trust in invisible work sustained effort through doubt. Here's what research reveals. Meta-analyses published in psychological bulletins show multi-factor approaches succeed at rates 3 times higher than single-factor methods. Studies demonstrating integrated strategies produce sustainable results versus isolated technique application. Research on psychological flexibility found adaptive goal pursuit increases achievement rates by 71% compared to rigid single-approach thinking. What psychologists call synergistic effect. When multiple factors working together produce compound results greater than sum of individual parts. Here's what people miss. Turning desire into results requires integration, not perfection in single area. Each stage understanding addresses specific failure point. Together, they create complete system, not mystical. Systematic. That's not manifesting through cosmic forces. That's turning desire into results through integrated understanding of how reality actually works. You now understand why previous attempts failed and what actually works. Focus on essence, not rigid specifics. Balance strategic action with rest. Build identity through evidence. Commit to consistency. Trust in visible accumulation. These aren't mystical stages. They're systematic understanding of desire to reality mechanics. Your desire can become real results when you work with reality's actual mechanisms. You have the framework. Now build with it. Tell me in the comments which stage hit you hardest today. And if you want more content that exposes the myths and reveals what actually works, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next one.